All right, what's up, everybody? So right now, started unpacking our kit. So I've got everything in front of me that you guys would have in front of you. Real quick, we'll go through a couple of things, lay them all out. If you didn't get the letter or the memo, all you really need to get going is have your oven at 350. If you got the tamales kit, a pot of boiling water, which don't stress, we do that at the end, so you get it going now. You will need a small pot for the black beans, saute pan, and then a non-stick pan if you have it. If not, it's not a big deal. I can walk you through how to do the tortillas on that. And also, if you happen to have plastic wrap, we're going to make the tamales, or the tortillas rather. Just take a piece of plastic wrap like this, and you can go ahead and put it right down flat on your table. We'll get to this later, but just have this ready to go. I'm going to walk you through all the ingredients real quick. Here are the tahini spiced croutons for the Caesar salad. And here you'll have black beans. If you look, there's herbs, a little liquid floating on top. It's already been pre-seasoned for you. It's a splash of white vinegar, a little bit of chipotle, Mexican oregano. Super nice. This is the crema. And then you got your elote dressing for the salad, for the corn salad. And then the other one that's a little bit lighter in color. They're all labeled, but in case you lost the label, this is for the Caesar salad. We've got both of our cheeses here. Pickled red onions, pickled jalapenos, a little bit of pico de gallo, and then obviously the green stuff, that's guac, which we're going to season up and get everything ready to go. Also, you'll need 2 bowls. Obviously, need to be this big. They need to be the size that would fit the corn salad and what would fit the guacamole. Does anybody ask any questions or anything? Anything pop up?
The connection with the Wi-Fi.
They're logging into Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. Does anybody ask any questions? I want to make sure we're...
No, not yet.
All right, so we can get started. First thing we want to do, oven's going to be set at 350. This beautiful thing is your whole carnitas. It's got a verde sauce, a tomatillo, onion, chili, broth that goes with it. We're going to take this, oven safe saute pan. If not, you can use a baking dish. I put that in the notes as well. So like a brownie pan, anything like that, anything you're comfortable baking in the oven. Oven safe saute pans, no rubber on the handle. That's a big giveaway that it shouldn't go in the oven. And non-stick pans you really shouldn't put in the oven either. So what we're gonna do, take that whole beautiful piece of carnitas. It's been slow roasted for about 5.5 hours. Top a little bit of liquid. Let's go ahead and throw it in the oven. It should look just like that. Okay. If you're doing this with a saute pan, have a towel or something ready and don't grab the handle. So I tell you, it's really hot. All right, cool. So first, let's get started. We get our salad prep. It's actually one of those things that we can get it tossed and kind of set aside. It'll season up and it'll marinate a little bit better. You'll find in your kit, plastic wrap whole romaine. Go ahead and take this. You see that? Doesn't mean it's bad. It's normal. Came out of the ground. Just go ahead and cut that clean off. So you're going to put your finger right there. Get rid of that. And then go ahead, take it lengthwise. So this way. We're going to cut it. Split it in half once. Split it in half again. What I mean by that is right here. So, best parts of the Caesar salad, usually the hearts of the romaine, the lighter parts are better for the salad, a little crunchier, a little more texture to them. So you're going to go ahead and take them. Joe's going to come over here. And it's not working? Here.
It's the Wi-Fi connection.
Having technical difficulties there.
And Mark, we might want to move some of these things over so we can see you a little bit more. You can see the actual cutting board. Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Yeah, 4 bars instead of 5G. Sorry.
It should be fine. Anyway, yeah. So if you want to come over here and just getting close, so I can show everybody how to cut this. For those of you who are on YouTube, so you see this. So we're going to do the first. So we're going to use your spear cut like that. We're going to use right up to this point for the Caesar salad, and then the soft leafy greens we've used for the elote salad. So go ahead and take that. And just do a rough chop, about 1/4 of an inch in width. All right. Take one of those mixing bowls. First one's gonna be for your Caesar salad. Go ahead and take that. Put in the bowl. Those in there. You take your other bowl. Put the nice leafy greens in that one. All right, for the Caesar salad. So now we got our romaine hearts in there, nice and chopped up. We're gonna go ahead and take our teeny croutons and sprinkle right over the top. Then we're gonna take that dressing. It's been pre-portioned out, but it's up to you. Some people like a lot of dressing. I personally like a Caesar salad that have a lot of dressing to it, so we're gonna put the whole thing in there. All right. So this is what it looks like right now. And then in this little guy, got some roasted red onions. If you don't like onions, you leave them out. Put those in there. If you have a little bit of salt, kosher salt's the best. Sprinkle that on there. Take a spoon, tongs, whatever you like to mix up and toss salads with. The idea is kind of just fold it over and let the salad, gently get tossed. You don't want to bruise the lettuce, you don't want to beat it up. It's kind of just in a nice scooping motion. Kind of get that salad ready. And we'll plate this up in a little bit. All right. Next, elote salad. Got that shredded up, beautiful, nice light greens. I'm gonna take char roasted corn, right over the top. Then the darker, like I said, the darker ones, the chipotle dressing. We'll take that, a little bit in there. And this is another one, you can use a little as much as you like. It's pre-portioned out to be the proper consistency, but again, you guys know what you like. So if you don't like heavy mayonnaise or heavy dressed stuff, scale it back. I'll go ahead and kind of toss this gently. And it starts coming together nice like that. All right, now we're gonna take our cotija cheese, which is the one that looks closer to Parmesan, a little more finely grated as opposed to what we have. I'm gonna sprinkle it over the top. And in your kit, you should have 2 lines. We're gonna take one of those, just simply cut it in half. We'll use 1/2 of it. A little shot over the salad just like that. And then toss that up. And put it to the side. All right, next. On our black beans. Again, some liquid in there. This is just how it should be, just like this. Get your pot. Pour it in there. And we're just gonna put this on low heat and let it kind of come up to a simmer. There's a bay leaf in there for flavor. Please don't eat it. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with eating it, but it's a little sharp and not so good for your throat. Bring that to where it's simmer. All right. All right, next, let's get those tortillas going while that carnitas is cooking up in the oven. So, in here you'll find little dough balls. It's our house-made tortilla dough, mostly corn. It's corn, fresh ground corn, soak a little bit of lime water. What we're gonna do is you're gonna take that plastic wrap that you have right here, and if you have any oil, cooking spread, whatever you prefer to use when you bake cookies or dishes or anything like that, you're gonna put a little even coating on there, for a little bit. Put this guy right in the middle. Any one of these tops that you have, we'll use. So take the cleanest one you got, hold the plastic over the top, literally throw it over the top of this. And what you're gonna do is take the flat side, not the indented side, put it right over the top, push down, kind of evenly on all sides. Try to apply even pressure, and then kind of make a clockwise circular motion while you push down. It's okay if it's not perfectly round. You lose that. Peel the plastic back. Pick it up. Tortilla. So, you take the nonstick pan. Again, you put a touch of oil on there, not much. You're not frying it. It's just to kind of toast in the pan, but kind of nice transition from heat. Fat helps that out. So as that kind of heats up gently, put that guy in there. And it shouldn't sizzle. It shouldn't be getting crazy on you. It'll just sit there in the pan. And what you'll notice, it'll eventually puff and bubble up, and that's when it's time to flip it. Let that guy hang out in there. We got a couple other ones going right now. And obviously, the bigger you make them, the thinner they'll be. If you prefer more of a thin style tortilla, it's great. If you like it a little thicker, you make it a little bit smaller. Just like that. And the best part is, if you happen to make it, it tears, it breaks, it does whatever, just mash it back up into a ball again, you start over again. Again, even not perfect, doesn't matter. That makes it fun. So you got to hear, see it starting to fry up a little bit, bubbling up. Take that, quick little flip. And keep toasting up. And we'll let those go. All right, let's check on our carnitas while it's roasting there in the oven. If you look, I want to come on over here. So you can kind of tell it's starting, the sauce starting to bubble up a little bit, which is good. So, exactly what we want. Shy, it's okay. Let me start to get a little bit of color. The idea is you'll feel it. It's braised, so you'll start to feel it naturally fall apart as it heats up and heats through. I'll let that keep going a little bit.
Can you bring that over here for
Yeah.
just a hot second?
Oh, yeah. So like I was saying, so it's starting to steam. It was simmering a little bit in the oven there, which is good. And all we're trying to do is bring this to great hot. So it's already been braised, so it was nice and firm because the fat was cold and it wasn't shredded and pulled apart. But you can kind of start to feel it. It'll start to get nice and soft. Obviously, if your hands are sensitive or you don't work in a kitchen and burn them all the time, you can use a set of tongs to feel it, but you'll feel what I'm talking about. It'll start to give. As it starts to give, once it's fully heated up and all the way through, it'll be nice and soft. Right. Looking good. So those of you who purchased the Agua Chiles kit, came like this. Beautiful green, dressed scallops, raw shrimp, a little bit of red onion. Packed super tight, so it exploded all over me. Hope it doesn't do that to you. Thank you, Jarrell. All right, so do here. This one's super simple. Whatever plate you'd like to put it in. Bowl is ideal. You're going to put this in here. Get a spoon. You basically just spoon it up right in a bowl. So the dressing is a mixture of cilantro, fresh lime juice, a little bit of orange juice, salt, garlic, all buzzed up, and then a little bit of sliced red onion. Some U10 diver scallops, which are really, really nice this time of year. And it's kind of just been soaking and chilling and marinating, and basically the acidity in this dish is what cooks the seafood. They just like this. Put as little or as much as that on there as you want. And then, personally, I recommend got a little bit of your pickled chilies. Put a little bit of those over the top. One, they add a nice color, and a little balance of sweetness and acidity. Again, these are pickled jalapenos and serranos, but they've been de-seeded, and the pickling process is definitely taking the heat out. Again, if you're super sensitive to heat, give them a taste first. But I think it'll be just fine. And then a little bit of the pickled red onion. Again, kind of has a little nice contrast to the other raw red onion that's in there. That's kind of been ceviche with it. So that's the first dish. Go ahead and put that up front. Then your chips that came in the bag have been pre-seasoned as well, so I just kind of put them in a bowl. And your two sauces, I forgot to go over. The red one is the Roja sauce with chipotle and roasted tomato. And the slightly lighter colored sauce is tomatillo roasted tomato sauce as well. This one's much more mild. The chipotle one's got a little bit of heat, but like I said, it still kind of kept them pretty mild and toned down for everybody. So you can kind of control the heat yourself. These guys out of the pan. And this is one of the few applications where it's okay if the tortilla gets a little on the dry side or crispy side, because the actual carnitas dish itself is raised in the tomatillo broth and stuff like that. So actually, the drier it is, will actually soak up a lot of that flavor and make it kind of a nice composed dish when you're eating. All right. We're getting that carnitas ready. You can start plating up our other stuff now. Again, whatever kind of bowls you have at the house, whatever you see fit. The elote personally goes nice in a bowl. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. Put it in a bowl. Ready.
Right, Chef, you have a question.
What was the question?
Could you explain the difference between ceviche and aguachili's?
Aguachili's, specifically this is aguachili's verde, which the application itself is similar to ceviche, as in basically cooking seafood or anything in acid. This dish specifically is very regional called aguachili's, and it specifically has cilantro, lime juice, and garlic in it. Is the difference between this and ceviche could be any form of citrus or acid or anything like that would then essentially cure or cook the seafood. So that would be the difference. This specific dish is aguachili's, which goes really great with these chips right here, by the way. So once you get this elote salad in the bowl, just like that, sprinkle a little bit of that cotija cheese on the top. Take a little bit of pico de gallo. Not a spoon, but okay. Creative. Just gonna put a little bit over the top. It's a nice contrasting color. It kind of gives a little brighter note, a little acid to the dish as well from the tomato. Go ahead and put that up front. All right, let's get that salad plated. So this one, you use tongs, kind of whatever you have at the house you want to go ahead and plate up with. But the idea is get this into that. So whatever you feel comfortable using, tongs are always kind of the easiest in regards to these dishes that, croutons, stuff like that. I'm just gonna kind of gently get that in there. And the idea again for dressing this ahead of time, the romaine parts that you kept for the salad definitely hold up really well. More importantly, the croutons have time to really absorb all that dressing, all that flavor, and kind of be the highlight accompany the dish. All right. Again, that over here. We're doing all right so far? Good?
Yeah, you're getting a lot of good comments. Everyone's really hungry. They love the chips.
Chips are good. And for regards to the salsa, if you have a little bit of salt, again, everyone's kind of got their own tolerance, what they like and what they don't like. Definitely hit it with the other half of that lime to bring up the acid a bit, and a little bit of salt will kind of brighten it up. But again, I want to kind of leave it so you can, have it go with as hot, spicy, or salty as you guys like. All right, so all this stuff is sitting there hanging out. If you have the tamales, I have them wrapped super tight. So that being said, some of the labelings may have come off the photo. The chicken, obviously the chicken tamale, they're all potato tamales. This one's got pulled chicken in it. I went through a couple extra in there. What that was. The larger one is the potato and vegetable tamale, so if you're not into meat, it's the one to eat. The other one is the pork tamale. The idea with the pot of boiling water, to make this really simple for everybody, is you wrap them nice and tight. Not everybody's got a steamer at home, so I want to make sure you're able to cook it and reheat it. So essentially, we're just going to dunk it in that boiling water and let it naturally come up to temp. All right, if you want to come over here, drill your black beans. Should be simmering by now. This is exactly how you want them to be. If you look, that liquid starting to cook out of it, it's getting a little thicker. Perfect. Just about like that is kind of where you want to leave it. So we'll go ahead and get that plated up as well. Lastly, for this one, just a little pinch of kosher salt in there. A little shot of lime juice. And again, you want to come in, this is what it should look like. See, there's definitely liquid in there, but that liquid's got a ton of flavor. So it's got the chipotle, it's got the vinegar, it's got the salt, it's got the lime juice. So this is really what's going to help, carry that flavor through whatever you want to put it on. You want to bring carnitas or salad, anything like that. It just kind of adds a nice component to it. So I'm just going to add that to this. As you can see, you need a bowl now. So go ahead and get that in a bowl. Again, any bowl is fine. This bay leaf serves no purpose anymore. You can leave it if you'd like. Like I said, it's a way eating. All right. Next step. Water. All right. Guacamole time. Take that guac that we have here. Right now, this is basically pureed avocado. And I took the liberty of mashing for it. We'll go ahead and get that in the bowl. Now, this is where the fun part is. If you were chose to get the rock shrimp add-on, this is where you'd add it in. Personally, like it incorporated throughout the guacamole, but totally up to you. For everybody else, guacamole in the bowl, nice heaping spoonful of the pico de gallo, salsa verde, one nice spoon of that in there, and then salt, and Marrone salt. I'm gonna take that other lime that we got for you, take half of it, right in there. I'm just gonna mix it up. And again, honestly, all the stuff that we've kind of brought for you, you can add all of it to this guacamole depending on how you like it. I personally like it with the tomatoes, pickle red onions, but like I said, the pickled jalapenos go great in there. Anything at this point, it's kind of fair game when it comes to guacamole. And just go ahead and put that in a bowl. I like this one towards the end only because, you know, it's got enough acid and everything in there, but you know, you want to turn on everybody and also kind of like it nice and cold. Personal opinion. So if you want to add some jalapenos, just do it. Again, a little color contrast, some of the red guys on there. Dusting that cheese is always good. There you go. You want to take a look? There you go. All right, let's go check on that carnitas. Correct. This is perfect. See, a lot of liquid's been evaporated. If that is where you guys are at, it's a good thing because we've got plenty of extra sauce and stuff like that. It wasn't meant to be a wet dish when it was done. Ugh. Damn. There. All right. So now we are on to plating the carnitas. It's definitely ready to go. You can see, maybe you put your finger in, it starts to fall apart just like that. Exactly what you're looking for. If you guys start a little bit late, by all means leave it in. This is the last step in the whole process, so you've got some time. What we're going to go ahead and do is take this beautiful carnitas and put that right on a plate of your choosing. This one I personally like a little bit of arugula sauce over the top. Leave this guy off the side. Then that crema. Take a little bit of this. Again, this is a totally to your choosing. I like a little bit on there. And just drizzle over the top. Whatever you'd like to do. Give that some fun. Last but not least, we'll hit that fresh last at the lime. And you can't roll this. Shoulders, radish. Good. So we're ready to eat here. All right, so it's all looking good. All right, tamales. Pretty good. This is the chicken one, so it's a nice chicken thigh. There is a bone in it. Be careful, but that's the whole point because it's meant to be eaten kind of together and pulled off the bone. It's beautiful, nice and tender. So go ahead and enjoy. Anybody have any questions? No? Everybody seems good?
Everyone's good, happy, excited to be cooking.
Awesome.
And tomorrow's being on here.
Love you too, buddy. All right, dig in. Guys, don't forget, show your dishes, tag secretburger.com or tag us on Instagram at secretburger or at Chef Marc Marrone so I can see them, take a look at them, repost it for you guys. And also, by all means, shoot me a note if you have any questions. If you're doing this later in the day or you're doing it tomorrow, I'll have my phone on me. So, by all means, let me know. Have fun. Enjoy. Cool.